Yeah, okay.
Yep.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Godly Giggles with Steve and Mo, where we show you that you can serve Jesus and still have a fun-filled life. Today, we are going to talk all about faith and humor in our everyday lives, but also a little bit of church edition and how we have faith and humor at church, and because we pretty much live here.
Yes.
And
a lot. All day.
Yes. But it's so
Keeping you all
fun. We
day.
love it here.
It's great. And we got our comfy little couch.
Yes.
This
I was
makes
so
it
ready to
so
come.
much
My
better.
dad was talking to me yesterday, and he was like, "Are you okay?" Because I was just like in a bad mood. I'm like, I've been at home with y'all too long because it's been snowing. So we have been at home all day, every day with all my family for the past week. And I'm like, I'm so ready to go to church all day because normally I'm here all day on Sundays.
Yes.
And normally I hate it, but I'm like, I can't wait today. I'll just stay there all day.
Yep. But then you're leaving again today because y'all are going bowling tonight.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, we
Make
talked
sure I
about it.
didn't
Yeah.
ruin a surprise for you.
No.
Okay. So we're gonna jump in to our first little line here. Okay. So when you're having like a hard time, you're having like a struggle today. Like maybe when you're trying to read your scripture in the morning and you don't do it until 3 o'clock. So when you're struggling in life's challenge, oh girl, don't knock that off the wall. How can you use humor to like cope with the situation? Or can you give me an example of like when you're like, I'm just gonna laugh instead of cry right now?
Yes. So one thing that I can't think of anything like basic in everyday life. Just because I'm sure it happens so much that it just flies right out of my head. Yeah. But, well, I mean, I guess so with, like, everyday life, some things is, like, when bad things happen, normally I'll turn on music, like, if I'm in my car, like, I'm thinking of it's school, or, like, and I'm late, and, like, one time I was going to school, and I was running behind, and
You get behind every slow person too.
yes,
You know what I mean?
that. But I mean, it only takes me 10 minutes to get to school, so it shouldn't take me that long anyway.
Yes.
So I was turning by the primary school, and they shut down the one lane of traffic where I normally turn at like 2:25 or something.
Okay.
But I normally come through at like 2:15, 2:20. So they had shut down that. So I had to turn around in the middle of the highway after I was already late because class had already started for my one class
For
of the
your
day,
one class.
and go all the way back up by that church.
In turn.
And then turn, go back to the elementary school, and then all the parking spots were filled up, and I'm pretty sure it was raining too, so then I had to run inside. I didn't have an umbrella. I was like a basket case. But, like, in the middle of that, I like to use, like, music as a coping mechanism, and so I just turned my music up really loud into a fun song, and I just, like, danced and was just, like, partying.
And then you ran, right?
No, I didn't run because...
You enjoyed the moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So I do that, and then sometimes if I'm overwhelmed, like yesterday, I just sat I didn't sit, like I was taking a shower. See?
Sorry. You're knocking stuff around today. I'm pulling couch out a little.
I was taking a shower, and I had my speaker, and I was listening to like fun dance party music, and I was just like singing so loud and screaming and like dancing while I was taking a shower.
Did you even bathe?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was just fun because it was like I said, we've been at home with our family all week, and so I was just done with everyone, and so I just got in the shower, and then it put me in a great mood for the rest of the thing. And so instead of like yelling at everyone, like I'm so surprised this whole week that I have not like came unglued like or screamed at anyone. I haven't.
Oh, that's good since you've been home all week.
Me and Lila have actually had so much fun like at night.
Is she feeling better?
Yeah, she's just been in her bed right now.
Oh.
She
Lila
really
was
wanted to
playing
come.
today on stage, and she got a little sick, and so she had to go home. So we're just checking on her because I forgot to ask before this.
Yeah, she really wanted to come tonight, but we were like, no, you're sick, boo. You gotta stay at home.
You missed the message this morning. You is not. You ain't going bowling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
You don't go to church. You don't get to do anything else. That's the way it goes in my house.
Mm-mm.
But they always go to church.
That's true.
Because they know the rule. They're like, we're going to second up. We're going to church. You know? Well, those are good.
Mm-hmm.
So you're finding joy in a hard moment.
Yes.
So I have one that's really funny. And I don't know if you know that I do this.
Okay.
Do you know that I work at the funeral home?
What?
You didn't know this?
No.
Oh, another fun fact
like
from
you do
Molly.
their hair?
Like I do hair at the funeral home
That is so weird.
on dead people.
When? Like recently?
Yeah, like at weird times because I can go after my job and it's 24/7.
You actually do that?
Yes, you didn't know this?
No.
Are you, like, you're being serious?
No, I'm so for real. I know that one of my mom's friends who works there, her husband works there.
Yes.
And he...
I work with him.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Yes. And so she doesn't know how to do makeup, but he does because he has to do it with dead people.
Yes. And it's so weird because it's not like normal makeup that we would wear.
Right.
It's like really... I don't know. It's a whole nother art. So like it's actually so cool. I've watched them do it before. I'm just not gonna name names on where I go just in case. So that can be kind of a hard thing to go in and do.
Why did you think of that? It's like the worst thing.
Because it's so funny because I actually like have to laugh through it so I don't cry.
People you know.
Yes, I do this all the time. You do not know this?
No, why don't you ever say this? Like, I have to go to the funeral home to do dead people's hair.
I mean, it's I don't know. I thought maybe you knew this, but okay. So, anyways, so it can be like it can be a sad thing to go
like really depressing
to the funeral home. Okay,
yeah,
but I have found like so much joy and like laughter in going there in a good way. Okay, so I get to make them pretty, like one more time. You know what I mean? Like, for their family to see them. So I get to be a part of, like, the making them beautiful. Like, because the family wants to see them, like, how they remember them, you know? And so I get to be a part of that in, like, their final resting place of, like, you are beautiful. You are perfect. And you are healed and whole. And I hope you're walking with Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, so, but it can be, like, so sad, especially if you like it can be that too, but like also if you like know that maybe they didn't know Jesus. A lot of the times I don't know who they are, but sometimes I do know them at the same time, and so it's like that can be the heartbreaking side. But then I just will start talking to them so that I find humor in this. I know this
oh
is
my
too
gosh
much, so not be talking.
Probably not. That is so weird, Stevie. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh. Well, but I'm trying to make it funny because I'm like,
they don't care.
I know, but I could cry and run out the door, but I don't. Is this weird? Is it really? Oh, I love it. It's really neat.
But I mean, I guess it's like talking to a grave, you know?
Yeah.
You know, because like when you go to graves and except they're dead.
They
can't hear you.
But it's so, I love it.
That's
it is like the coolest job. And so many people have been like, I didn't know people did that. And I'm like, well, who do you think curled their hair when you're walking by for visitation? It was me. You know?
That is so weird.
So you see how I just turned that into like it's a laughter thing?
Yes. That's really weird.
So that was what I thought of when you first sent me the question. I was like, my funeral home job.
That is so weird.
But it's so sweet though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yes, it really is.
I could never.
Yeah.
That's so great for you.
I would never make you like go. I've made Josh sit in the car before a while. I run in. I'm like, can you drop me off at the funeral home real fast? He's like, that's the weirdest place to be asked to drop it off at.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Oh my gosh. I like didn't even expect that at all.
You did?
No.
I'm sorry.
I was thinking something.
But I'm trying to like.
No, I mean like it has to be funny because I mean that's what we're talking about. I was anticipating you to say something like when instead of losing your mind with your kids or something.
I walk around the car and laugh. I do that probably too. But yeah, so it's a fun fact. You didn't know it, and they don't know it either. But now everybody does. I do hair at the funeral home, not on the workers. See, there's none of those jokes. Yeah. So.
Oh my gracious. Okay.
Are you surprised or not really?
I mean, honestly, not really. But like, I did not think that that's what you were gonna say.
But in all seriousness, it is really, to me, it is like such a privilege to be able to do that and like there was this one time, this gentleman, his wife wanted a perm really bad, and he was like dealing with some guilt of she wanted to go to the beauty shop one more time because she was sick, and he asked me to perm her hair.
Aww.
And I did because it was like for him, you know, that was he needed that because he was, he was just struggling with, she wanted a perm and I didn't take her. So it was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I gave her a perm for him. And so it was like, it was like closure too for him too. Like she got everything she wanted. Mm-hmm. And so it's really a neat opportunity, to be honest with you. Even though I made like jokes of it, you have to do that to keep from crying, like no lie, because you could cry the whole time.
Yeah, so definitely.
Anyways, okay, next one.
Funny church moments or mishaps. My necklace just came off.
Oh no, did it break? Or just come off?
I think it just came off. I've had it on for like 2 days.
Oh,
so
that's probably why.
Yeah, you can go first because I'm gonna think of another one because the one I said earlier just wasn't that good.
I wasn't in there the last Sunday because I was in children's church.
Oh gosh, what are you about to say?
But when you said that Pastor Reed's mic went out.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, keep going.
So you said his mic went out and I was like, oh no, like really? And then you were like, but you can use that point of view reel where you're like, hey, but he keeps on preaching.
Yeah, he didn't
because
stop.
Pastor Reed can get loud, so he could like talk loud enough to like over.
And he read like the whole passage of scripture just like without his microphone and read it
on it, and so like didn't even skip a beat. He just kept going, and I'm like, that is it right there. That's what we don't ever want to skip a beat. So like, it's not funny, but it is kind of funny that you're like, here, make a reel about it, make an Instagram post because we can turn it into something funny and make it like interesting. I don't think I've ever had anything like super crazy happen here though.
I don't feel like
at church.
Most of the time, if there are mishaps, it's like not funny.
And a lot of our funny stuff is like always. I mean, we thought someone broke in one time and had a screwdriver and got a porcelain doll that's now broken in half.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Josh brought it. He had it and he pretended like it was one. And then, like, he did something and it just broke off. And everybody was like, you just broke it. And then he set it on the stage. And everybody was like, oh, it's going to be like we're worshiping that doll. So he moved it because we're not about that.
No. Yeah, so that one, I don't know where it ended up. I hope it went in the trash.
I think you just set it, like, to the side. There's so much stuff jammed in this couch.
We found 2 Reese's and a pin so far. We'll see what else is in here. Maybe that. Oh, we might need to clean our couch out, guys. Yeah. It's been 15 weeks. We should probably do a little vacuuming of it. But yeah,
we'll need to move this up too.
Yeah, just so we don't keep hitting our stuff. But we will. We'll move it up in just a little bit.
Yeah.
What about anything in like youth group?
Oh my gosh, you know, funny stuff happens like all the time. Okay, so one time. So I wasn't actually here because I had to go. It was the day, I think it was the day that it was Jack's party thing, and he left, and then because I was chalking my spot at high school.
Oh yes.
And I think it was this night. Whenever it was, I wasn't here, but I got told about it. It was really funny. So, it was. So Sunday nights we always have youth, and it's like it's not necessarily church. Like we pray together most of the time, but then it's just like fun and games, and like we have a lot of guests.
Like spending time together, like relationships and stuff like that.
Yeah. And so normally our little group of friends like Abraham and Avery and all of them will stay until Josh kicks us out, like after youth is over.
Around 9 o'clock.
Or Stevie calls and is like, come home. So then that's when we leave. But so one time Lila and Abraham and John David were there, and they turned all the lights off, and you know how we play glow frisbee? Mm-hmm. They were throwing the frisbee from like the couches to the wall side, and Lila threw it and hit the projector.
Oh!
And broke the projector off.
Oh, I was like, it's still crooked. We were
that's why it's crooked, yes. And so that has happened, and then Caitlin rammed her head into the wall.
Yes. Y'all, there's a hole like this big in the wall from someone's head.
Yes.
And or was that her chin? No, it was something. It was something. It was so crazy.
Yeah.
But there's like
we were like doing a race, and she ran straight into the wall, and I don't know how she knocked a hole in it. But then there's that, and then one time, like a few weeks ago, we were taking down Christmas decorations, and Abraham was fixing something on the projector, and he left it. Remember, he left his phone up there?
Yes.
And then y'all left, and then he had to come back and pull the ladder out and get his phone off the top of the projector.
Like, oh my gosh, the crazy stuff.
A lot of the funny stuff happened with Abraham.
We made him leave it too. Like we were like, we're not going back to get it right now. He had to wait till the next day.
That's funny.
So I was like, sorry, dude, don't leave your phone in like weird places.
Mm-hmm.
So that was. We always have some fun, crazy stuff in youth group.
Yeah.
Like, that's for sure happening.
Yeah, we're always laughing.
So, how do we do this so we can, like, talk about this openly, but how do we balance, like, serving Jesus but laughing, too? Like, we can get serious, obviously.
Yeah.
Me and you can.
Uh-huh.
We really do get serious, okay?
Yeah.
We have, like, deep conversations a lot of the time. Most of the time.
Yeah.
Probably more so than us laughing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Never mind. Probably do half and half. But how do you think that, like, you balance that out of, like, I want to have fun and enjoy life, but I also want to make sure I'm serving and loving Jesus the way I'm supposed to as well?
I think it's important, like, when we do this, we normally start it off with, like, talking about, like, what we did for the week, and that's normally, like, funny, because we have funny things that happen.
Yes.
And then, like, after a certain amount of time, it's like, okay, like, and then we start, and then we, like, really get into our word, or not the word, sometimes the word, and, like, what we're talking about. And a lot of the times, some stuff, like, with the funeral home, like, we're talking about, like, our faith and how we have to stay happy during sad moments.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's also funny because, like, I had a dance party in the shower and you do dead people's hair. And it's because, like, life isn't all, I mean, it can be, but it depends on, like, how you look at it. For it to be just all serious and monotone, and you can still love the Lord and serve Him that way, but, like, one of the fruits of the Spirit is joy. And so laughing, like, I love laughing. It's so much fun. Like, if I could just laugh all day.
It hurts right here from, like, laughing so much.
I think that's the thing that I thank God for the most is the ability to laugh, because I just love it. I think it's so fun. Like, all of my friends can make me laugh.
Your soul and your brain, you know, like,
yes,
and the people around you.
Yes,
too.
And it's so great that they make you laugh. And, like, through that laughter, it's like you grow closer with your friends. And then, like, through growing closer with people, it's like, with Avery, it's like, okay, like, we've laughed. I mean, this is, like, a weird example, kind of, but it's like we've laughed and, like, grown so closer in youth. So then, like, we started a Bible study together because through, like, our laughing and just becoming closer and, like, joking with one another, we're, like, close enough to that stage where, like, we can start a Bible study and, like, get real with each other in our lives. And, like, with us, like, we go on trips together and we're laughing the whole time we're on the trips, even if it's 4 o'clock in the morning in Orlando.
Yep.
We're laughing.
At the airport.
Yep.
Do you remember? I was, like, asleep and I looked over and you guys were like, I don't know what y'all were doing. It's really, like, 3 a.m. I'm like, Abraham, get back over here now. Because I was thinking someone was going to take y'all.
Yeah.
No, nobody was going to.
No.
But, like, I got you at that.
Well, you had just woke up and I text you and I was like, we're behind you, don't freak out. Because we needed to charge our phones and we were playing a game. And I was like, she's going to freak out when she wakes up and doesn't see any of us there. But I texted her, I was like, we're behind you, don't freak out. It was my idea, not Abraham's. Don't yell at him.
Yes. I get so, I couldn't handle a walk-in. We'll just say that.
Well, and you had no sleep.
No sleep. So by, like, 3 or 4 a.m. I would be like,
yeah. I mean, rightfully so. Without sleep, we're all not very good.
But yes, we were laughing all the way there, though.
Yes,
you know,
and, like, when we went to Louisiana, like, we were laughing the whole time.
Yes, like, we were going to a conference.
Yes,
about Jesus.
And our hotel burned down. Like, when we got there, and we had to stay in this ranky-dank hotel, and there were 6 girls of us in one hotel room. Like, that was something, and we just laughed about it.
What were we going to do? There was literally no hotel. And our hotel that we did have is, like, you know, fire trucks, and there's, like, boarded up and stuff, and we were like, we just drove 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Let's enjoy in it.
I didn't think of that, because we had to have, like, we went to Sonic, we had to get Avery, like, her dog meat burger from Sonic, remember? Because she was passing out from giving blood.
Yes.
And
I forgot, like, she had, like,
that first night was so chaotic, but it was so fun.
But we still got there. We got to the conference.
And we grew so much closer from that.
Yes. Like that was so awesome. That was great. But there was a lot of challenges leading all the way there. Like, literally on the way home, I even hit I didn't even hit anything. A rock came and hit the windshield and cracked our rental
yes.
car. Like, there was just the craziest stuff. But I'm like, you know what? We're here to not serve, but like
to learn
and to get deeper and
closer.
stuff with Christ. And of course, everything is going to come at us through that way.
Yes.
So
but
that
it
was
steal our joy.
that is right.
Isn't that the song? Can't steal my. Oh, can we sing that?
Yeah.
Is that copyright?
Like, it goes up. I know that wasn't right, but the tone goes up.
That is song. Yes.
So,
yes.
That is true. We should share that with you guys.
That song?
Yeah. We should put it on some kind of reel. Something.
I think I put it on the one of our outfits last week.
There you go. You can see our church outfits of all of our little young people. So that is very good. I like that because it is okay to have laughter.
Right. Oh yeah.
And laughter doesn't always have to come. It can just be like half the time. I don't know if we even know what we're laughing at anymore. But it's just the fact that we're together and we're enjoying life. We're having fun. But then most of the time we're at church doing it. Right. And so we're still having our, being our example of Christ too.
Right.
And I think that's something that so many people probably do struggle with is like, oh, if I'm going to be a Christian, I have to like walk the straight and narrow path. And like, and you do, and I'm not saying that, but like, it's okay to laugh along the way. Like, like you said, one of the fruit of spirits is joy. And to me, I should say like / laughter, with it, because that is like,
right. It's like a part of it. It's part of the little deal.
Yes. Yeah. And we can be so serious, but yet we read our Bible every morning. Right now we're in Proverbs, and we were talking about what we're going to do next month, and we're excited for that too. So you guys stay tuned. We may read the whole Bible this year.
Maybe. We couldn't.
No.
But we can.
I mean, we might. I don't know. 2 times a day.
Yeah.
No, that's too much. Sorry. We're just discussing that openly. So, yep. That's.
I just thought of something and it just left me.
You did? Can you bring it back? Can you reach for it?
What were you just talking about?
We can laugh and follow Jesus.
Oh, yes.
Okay,
how we read our Bibles. Like, she gets up so early and, like, she's having her tissues because her nose is running, and then Elijah's knocking the chairs down, or she's putting her Bible tabs on. Yes. And me, like, the past couple times.
She's like, I look so cute. Hey, y'all.
Or sometimes I look awful because I just wake up. Or Judah pops in the background and says something. Or like my record, like when I recorded it all and then it deleted, so then I had to reread all of Proverbs.
Or you're in the car and it falls over and passion.
Yeah, sitting in the floor in the back.
But we're just finding enjoying all of that and laughing about it. But she definitely you look put together compared to me. But I wanted that to be my thing. I wanted it to be the first thing I did, and I feel so bad because I do make coffee first.
Yeah.
But I just need a little,
But it's like you go sit down with it.
Yeah, I go sit down with it.
Right.
But, so, we're doing good with it, though. I'm excited.
We are.
I'm excited for Proverbs 31, just because we're 2
that'll
girls,
be mine.
and that's going to be...
excited to talk about.
I know.
We should, break it up, or, you read it and talk about it, and I read it, talk about it, we post it on the same day, because it's, good to talk about.
Proverbs 31, yes. Because everybody's like, I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman.
Have you seen the thing that's I want to be a Proverbs 31 woman who attracts an Ephesians 6 man so we can have a 1 Corinthians 13 kind of love?
Yes.
That's so sweet. I
know. We need to find that.
Yes.
We're going to make it for you when you're 45.
Oh, gosh.
We are going to find her. She will be committed to a relationship before 45. We're going to go ahead and speak that over her. I won't let you wait till 45.
Yeah. I don't want to either.
I'll find you I don't know. It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I need to show you something.
I was watching something about being in the waiting for what's next in life. And you just got to be patient, girl, because that boy is out there.
Mm-hmm.
God already knows him.
Yep.
And he knows your future. And your dreams and your hopes, and I'm being serious right now.
Yes.
You're like, yes, you already know.
No,
but I just wanted to reassure you that he has those things, and he has them for you too.
Mm-hmm.
If you're single.
Yeah, I have a prayer journal that I've had for a few years, and I have topics at the top of it, and it's like on a page, and every time I pray about it, I'll circle it. And so like one of them is friends, and so like I have a bunch of friends on there. And then there's one person that I've been praying for a really long time. Like you can't even see their name. Like it's circled so many times. And then on one part it's like
progress in that.
Not really.
Okay.
But
okay, we're still praying.
We're still praying.
We're not gonna stop.
One of them says it's like future husband, and then it's like all of these different like I pray like him for peace for him and whoever, like if he's struggling with something, like help him. And so I do that a lot of times. Like if I'm having something, like struggling to find something to pray with, like I'll pray about that like all the time. Or like if I'm having a hard day, I'll be like, Lord, like if my future husband's out there having a hard day, like give him peace and strength to like keep going.
Oh, I love that. I didn't do that.
Oh, that's okay. I mean,
I
still turned out with a great man.
Yes. I did. But I didn't do that. So I'm proud of you for doing it. That is great. You guys should do it too. If you're not married. If you are, you pray that over him.
Yes.
When he's sleeping, you can lay hands on his forehead. If you push him with your finger like this, he won't be able to lift up, so it'll go in. Do you know what I'm talking about? But try to move your head. See, you can't do it. So do that to your husband if he's not the, which one? Ephesians 5 husband?
5 something.
Yes, if he's not that.
Yeah.
So
is that it? Okay. Thanks guys so much for listening to Godly Giggles. I hope that you have a great week this week or whenever you're listening. And make sure you watch us on YouTube and Spotify and
follow our Proverbs reading.
Yes,
because we're getting close to the end.
Close to the end. And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Okay. I don't know how that one went.